We get to see it in all its glory. Amazing. Absolutely deleted. Hello guys, and welcome to Broken Arrow. Today I'm playing on airbase, and I'm going to be using my Nuke Boy deck. So we'll see if we can get the Nuke out today, but I'm not going to bring it from the start as that is a little bit of a noob trap. But I am going to bring out the Su-35S to help our team win the skies at the start of the match. And then we'll go on to attack the right side of the airbase, because I haven't checked out this part of the map just yet. So I want to see how it plays. It does look very cool, that's for sure, with all of the hangars. Some of the Russian cargo planes in there as well, which you can actually get in and put some troops inside, and that's really cool actually. Alright, it's going to start any moment. Let me go ahead and bring in my T-15. We're going to start rolling up with a T-90. I'm going to bring in some AA. And this is going to be a pretty standard match. The setup that I have is the VDV plus the armor, and this was a setup that was like used in the previous open beta, and it's pretty strong, so we'll see how we get on. I might actually bring up a Derivataya. I've had a lot of fun with these. The 57, same as the 57 on the T-15, is really strong. I'm not going to dive too deep with my Su-35. It doesn't look like our opponents have really invested much into the air, which is actually pretty smart on their part. As long as they're not using helicopters, that is, which it does look like they are. That's not good. All of their helicopters are going to get shot down. They do have some AA at the start, but it doesn't look like it's done enough to shoot anything down. Our entire team is just cleaning out their helicopters. Yeah, this is why you need to bring aircraft at the start of the game and convince your team to do the same, because otherwise you'll just be left out to dry and all of your stuff will be shot down. Like, our team's already got 1,100 points at the start of the game from destroying all of those helicopters. I'm going to keep my Su-35 around because I do have a decent amount of fuel on this thing. So I'm just going up and down to basically lead out the track on that. And we'll head it back since it's damaged. Get it out of there. Okay, the other thing that we can mess around with today is likely the artillery. I can get the Goletaya in here, and maybe the Ante would be good for intercepting enemy ballistic missiles. I also need to make sure that I do bring in some Verbers. Manpad squads are really useful, as they help you deal with helicopters very efficiently. But you always kind of want to bring them in twos or threes. You never really want to have them on their own, because they will get overwhelmed, especially by things like Apaches, which have a lot of health. But we're already in here. Since we managed to shoot down their helicopters, we've managed to get a really good position early on. I might even have the Typhoon move over to Echo, but the idea here is to get my T-90 into a good position to shoot out of cover. My Su-57s have a target there, the UH-60M Black Hawk. Is it going to land in time? I guess we'll find out. Oh, actually baited. The Patriot there whacked one of those Su-57s out of the sky. He's still going for it. Oh no, the Black Hawk dropped supply, but that was not worth 2 Su-57s. Look how many points they gained from that. That is incredible. Alright, well, we're going to have to be a bit more careful here. I think they're further up than I imagine they are. I need to get my Tor into a better position. Now, you don't really want your AA to be behind buildings. It's really kind of bad. Oh, nice. Su-57 with a seed missile straight into the Patriot there. Good kill. Alright, we'll have the Derivataya just go and capture India for us, and these guys can carry on. And since we're doing very well as a team, let's just go ahead and bring in the Tu-160, especially since we did just kill the Patriot, and it looks like we might kill another there. Yeah, big kill. Very nice indeed. And one reason I'm not much of a fan of the sort of kills showing up at the top is because you can tell when you have or haven't killed something. It's kind of like old war game destruction mode, right? Where the points pop up over a unit, which was always good for the you know, the brain, but in this case, I feel like it kind of maybe gives away too much information, especially when you can't see things. Although I say that, I think if you just zoom in on where the missile lands, you probably still see it anyway. Now there is another one over there. Do I have seed on my other units? I don't think I do. But that's not ideal. As long as there's a Patriot up, they can just take my nuke out of the sky. So we kind of need that guy to bring in his seed again, and then we can go from there. Oh, Barbaros. Oh, easy kill onto the SHORAD there. That was actually way too easy. Alright, we'll keep that in cover there. It's just behind the building enough. The Barbaros can use its airburst rounds to get damage on target. We'll bring over my VDV to spot them out again, as we're going to have to clean out the way, and I'll bring up my Delevataya now. And whilst we're kind of sitting on a bunch of points, I will bring up another T-90. Now the M8 Thunderbolt here, really good, but it doesn't have the armor. So you can see the T-15 can still do a lot of damage to that. The other thing that we're kind of missing here is supply. So I am going to bring in some supply in a Kamaz. We'll do a few of those. Something is shooting my guards quite a lot. I think there's a unit in this building maybe that we can't see due to silence weapons. A Javelin squad over there somewhere as well. Let's bring over an Orion. We'll keep these back until we have supply for it. Oh, there's also the Kiowa Warrior here, but the Verba squad should hopefully deal with that. This is why you need multiple manpad squads. So you can see how much the flares like really throw off your missiles. So it takes a serious amount of time to actually get kills, even onto something like a Kiowa, which is really not a very tanky helicopter. So here comes the Orions. And that is a SEP V2, that's not good. Alright, let's just make sure my guys get into cover quickly. Big artillery coming down onto me. I am kind of under threat here. So we need to be really careful with how we do this. Well, my Delevataya should just clean the Thunderbolts out. Very nice. Alright, let's just keep calling back here. Ah, my tour doesn't have smoke. That's not good. Yeah, he kind of spotted that before I hoped he would. Okay, we're probably going to need like even another Kamaz here. Let's just smoke that. It's not doing enough damage. I might still be able to get my RPG-28 on target though. That would be big. Especially since it's already damaged. I might just one-shot it in the side armor. Okay, my teammates HGMs on the right here are helping us out quite a bit. And at the start here we are ahead on flags. I mean, the opener really set the pace of the game for us, which was nice. Make sure the Kamaz leaves so that we can bring in more supply. I think I am just going to bring in the Mi-28 to help us out here. It'll be really useful for just cleaning out units from these buildings, and it has a decent range. It can top attack, I believe, the enemy tanks. If I can get my guards back up to scratch, that would be great as well. Oh, we've got to be careful here. That artillery. Bit too close for comfort. Making sure you keep your units like fully repaired and up to scratch is super important. Again, I'm still floating on purpose. Let's see if we can sneak the nuke through, because there's a good target here for a nuke. Oh, they might be nuking me though. Okay, that wasn't a nuke, it was just a cluster bombing strike. Right, there goes my nuke. We'll let that leave. And we'll see if it hits the mark. Let's hope the Patriot doesn't hit. If it doesn't, it will be really, really big. Apache here. Oh, we might get it. Aww. Oh, lucky boys. Alright, so I guess it's time for the artillery then. Instead. Yeah, the Berber squad's putting in work here. Because they have the extra range, they're really good. But again, they need resupplying quite frequently, because they use up their missiles super fast. So I do have the Kamaz here that we can unload, but we don't want them to be within, say, like 200, 300 meters of where the Berbers fire from, because they are going to try and arty that, and then they might hit the supply. Unfortunately, it looks like my Orion didn't last, because it probably got popped by the Patriot as well. So we got the guards back, that's good. The Lemur already used up all of its ammo. So we'll just have that try and land next to the supply here. And if these have returned, we will make sure to bring in even more supply. I'm going to use up this one very quickly indeed. I don't know how they're hitting that. Alright, we'll have to go back. Someone else got supply back here? That'll do. And my guards are ready to go. Get the Verba back up. Theodovetsaya can help with the squads here. Does loads of damage to infantry. Good bit of airburst. Also able to do decent damage to the longbow. It is really good against the longbow because it doesn't need, like, it can't be thrown off by flares, right? So the Theodovetsaya, super strong. In that case, unfortunately, my Theodovetsaya smoked itself. Mainly because the missiles were flying towards us, right? So it was trying to protect itself more than get the kill, which is a little unfortunate for us, but it's what it is. I might actually move my T-90 over to the left. Okay, nice. Good kill on the Patriot there. That's going to allow me to potentially bring up the nuke, although it is going to be a while till I can bring that back in again, because it is a 1,000-point unit. I think the more expensive a unit is, the longer it takes to recharge. That is something to definitely consider. So I might just kind of stay around the 1,000 points so we have those ready, and we'll just kind of float over it. We can always bring in the nuke, because the whole idea of the game today for me was to try and get a nuke in for you guys, to show you personally how it works. Also, it's really fun. I will say 100% it is a noob trap. Like, if you're new to the game, be careful relying on the nuke to get you a good value, because it really won't. I want to try and get my artillery on target of their artillery. I think that's probably the way to go. And if I can kill this Avenger, that'd be great. Alright, we're just going to smoke and run back with that again. Okay. That's some nasty cluster strike coming through. Hopefully it doesn't hit the mark there. That would be really bad. I think my units did the job though. Yeah, those were mortar. Yeah, those were just mortar boys. So that was pretty good. Okay, I do need to pick up that supply though. So one thing my opponent's not doing right now that they probably should be doing is putting on more pressure when my units get low. You don't want to give your opponent time to like get fixed up. Anytime you do a significant amount of damage, generally you want to try and chase them down. Just be wary, of course, of like infantry that might ambush you. But when you've got something like a heavy tank like the M1A2 here, you can somewhat face tank infantry if it's like only one infantry squad. And we're 2/3 of the way there. Oh, sorry, maybe 1/3 of the way there for our T-160. Where's my helicopter actually? I need to bring that back. We'll keep that at like longer range. We can have it all the way back here and it can start putting missiles. Look how long the range is on the Lemur. That white line next to the red line when I hover something. It's not very clear, but yeah, that is the range at which I can use the Lemur. We'll just bring it into range of both of those and it will fire at both. Really, really good. It doesn't do loads of damage, but it's great for cleaning them out of buildings. And it can stand off so far back. Unfortunately, they don't seem to be tracking very well at the moment, but we are just launching missiles in this direction, which when they hit the ground do still blow up, so not so bad. Still flying in the right direction, at least. Oh, these are still good. I might actually just have them move up to these buildings, though. They're trying to RT my helicopter, but that's not going to do anything as long as I'm high enough. Like if I was low altitude, yeah, that would be a problem, but as long as it's high altitude, it's not going to do anything. Right, so we're just going to go for the counter battery. Hopefully we can do some serious damage here. Oh, big damage. Well, that was hitting the supply dump. Hopefully we can hit the enemy units enough as well. Oh, listen to the sound of that when it lands. Yeah, we definitely hit them hard. Big kills. Very nice. Polizia. Getting the job done. Beautiful. Alright, so we are still sitting on a lot of points. Let me just go ahead and bring in... Do I have some laser designators? Oh, the VDB Spetsnaz can actually laser designate, because I kind of want to show off how that works. I don't know if we have direct line of sight here to laser designate. But if we do... then basically you just click the laser button. Actually, I might be able to get into the church. We go on return fire. Or like hold fire, so they don't fire once they get in there. This chap on his own might be able to give us a laser designation. So we laser designate this, and you'll see the laser, and then you can use your special weapons by doing this, and then clicking this, and then firing like so. So you have to click the fire mission in the bottom right, press T, and then you select your ammo that you want to use, and then you select like how you want it to fire, and that will laser designate into the building. Now it's a little bit close for the Polizia, to be honest, but you can see it's still doing a decent amount of damage. Oh, ouch. Okay, that actually hit the dump there. I'm not sure why they're bringing the Brutus into line of sight. That's not good. I might actually just let that fire, because we might as well. The Terminators are just rushing for it. Yeah, goodbye. Maybe he just wanted to get rid of them quickly, I don't know. Sometimes there is no explanation. Alright, so there, what I've done is I've left-clicked the camas, I've shift-clicked the supply to max out the supply that we can get in the truck, and then I've shift-clicked them down so they all come in with that maximum supply. Probably the fastest way to do that. Right, we are close to bringing in the nuke again. I'm just hoping that they haven't brought in the... Let me just laser designate that instead. Also, bear in mind that when you... Actually, I can probably just hit this. I will hit that with the probably standard rounds. We don't have laser designation. Alright, we're very close to being able to actually attack this and just take it. We're breaking them down nicely as we've moved into the second phase. That's going to be the Patriot right there. Oh, we actually hit an M270 next to it as well. That's huge. And the battery's working really well this game. Having like really long range artillery is probably meta, to be honest. Like, particularly having like the Iron Thunder on the US side or the Qualitaya on this side. It just gives you so much reach. And they're really, really strong. So if your opponent is being lazy, moving their like radar AA or their artillery, then you can really take advantage of that. We might actually end up dominating them as soon as we capture Foxtrot. But we'll try and get a nuke off. I did just kill that Patriot, so we'll just sling a nuke further up. Alright, we'll throw it on this side, because we can see that there's units in there. I'll just put it on this hangar. Put it just behind that hangar. Alright, there it goes. Let's hope this missile hits the mark. We could have probably tried to nuke the tanks there, but we'll just destroy the stuff on the left-hand side. Here we go. If there was anything in those tree lines, they're probably dead. These guys were just on the edge of it, so they managed to survive. But they did take a decent amount of damage, as you can see. Now, the nukes aren't big. They're obviously like tactical warheads. They're not supposed to be like destroying the entire map. But I know a lot of people want to see them bigger. I don't know if that would be a good idea. Maybe you could add like a bigger warhead into the game. Let me just stop laser on that. I could probably laser these as they move. If I have line of sight. Maybe not. Oh, that's another nuke, but that's an enemy nuke. Oh gosh. That actually killed a lot of stuff. Right, we're gonna go for the counter battery onto that ballistic missile. Because that is gonna hit something. I don't know what. Oh, is it going for the K-52? Oof. Big goof. Let's not let him do the same to mine. We should probably get the kill here. Yeah, there it goes. Nice direct hit. Now look at the reach on these. That's crazy. Just gonna keep firing them. We'll make sure these camas leave. That T90 fixed up. We can kind of stand off here quite easily at the moment because we're so far ahead on kills. another good hit. Don't leave your units next to supply. That is always a bad idea. Alright, so what we're probably going to need, we'll bring up a couple armatas, just casually, and we'll bring up my last T90M, and now we got to a point where we basically have critical mass, because I'm still holding on to 1,000 points for a T160 anyway. Kind of silly. I'm leaving like 1,000 points just so every time I have the nuke available I can use one. But it gives us time to at least look at the game. These armatas don't like the middle of the road, apparently. Oh, goodbye to those. I could even fire all the way over here. A lot of Humvees coming in. These Koletayas will rip Humvees to shreds. The one that didn't even land very close still almost killed that. Ooh, big drone actually. I'm probably going to want to counter battery these first. Then hit those. Hit that. Was that a transport plane getting killed? There is a ammo dump here, so as soon as we hit that, we know we got the kill because they're right next to it. Do I have to queue that up again? Yeah, good. There we go, that's the Iron Thunders destroyed. Oh, he's out of ammo. Awkward. Now, I am firing next to supply here, which, again, as I mentioned before, is not a good idea. But since we're not dealing with too much counter battery ourselves, I am being a bit greedy about it. We're capturing Foxtrot finally. So I'll probably just throw my armored push over the airbase. Let's go ahead and do that. It's getting to the point now where we... I feel like we should put these guys out of their misery. Like, I haven't been going for the gap on Foxtrot myself, but on purpose really, just so that we didn't end the game too quickly. So a big push coming in, on the right actually. Maybe he's just been saving points for a big push. Start putting some rounds down there. And I can start driving over there as well. That has just been utterly annihilated. My Lemur is just annihilating these guys like crazy. Oh, and now they're getting hit in the side armor by the... Oh no. The VDV there. The Armatas are going to be in range soon. Look at this. Boop, boop. And almost dead. Oh, VDV Spetsnaz. Easy kill for them. Bye. Alright, send them back over to the airbase. We need to make sure that my... Ah, bollocks. I didn't have time to see. That was a really good drone. Let me go ahead and bring in my own drone, because those drones seem to be doing pretty well. How far are we off the nuke? I might be able to get one more nuke before the end. I might just nuke this point and push it. These have run out of supply. Both of them now completely out of ammo. Oh, the Tor is just going to keep firing. Look at it go. Just ripping those to shreds. Like, using any one particular type of unit at the time is just never a good idea. You want to be careful using Afterburner when you're trying to attack helicopters, because you can just afterburn into the ground and lose your aircraft that way. Well, we saw a bunch of stuff on that left side. Let me bring over my Dado and we'll get my T-15 fixed up. I'll send over a Tor here and another Dado. There's cruise missiles. Looking for the Slam Ram himself. Alright, we'll just keep moving these across the airfield. Let's not keep them out in the open for too long. I'm just going to drive across here and then up once we get the nuke down. I could also just drive these up the airfield. That might be kind of funny. We'll have the T-14s attack properly, since they are radiation proof, right? Oh, here they go. So many units there. I don't even know how you get that many, to be honest. It's kind of funny. It's like the enemy team just decided to put down as many as they could. Or just nuke those instead. It's funny. Alright, here comes the nuke. We get to see it in all its glory. Amazing. Absolutely deleted. all of that artillery. Huge payoff there for us. Look at all of those smoke piles where that landed. There's so many tanks like so far back. I'm not sure why they're keeping them so far back. Maybe they're just trying to like blob up as much as they can so they can make a big push. I'm going to be careful here. We're going to back up. We did kill all of the artillery already, so we just want to move in here and capture this point. We're already in the last phase, so I don't mind just ending the game. I'll bring up some guards here, bring up some engineers, and then we'll probably want a Verba as well. Alright, we want to not reverse these because they go really slow in reverse. We want to turn them around and get them on their merry way. Alrighty, as soon as we have that capped, it will be game over. Well, you have like a 2-minute sudden death when you get there. There it is. Sudden death. I might just try and rush gap this, to be honest. Yeah, we'll get the Armatas to kind of fall back a little bit, so they're not so in the open. I'll leave a T-90 in here. Put the Taur's radar on. I'm going to bring up the Derivate here as well. I always like the way that the Taur fires. It's really cool how it like ejects them up. Goodbye, Apaches. We can end up with a lot of kills in this game. Take out that. Bring up the Orion. Absolute Russian domination in this game. Oh, okay. Well, my Taur's probably dead, but that's okay. We'll just sweep across here and take out these tanks. Let me move back the Derivate there. Now the Barbaros is going to have to use HGMs to get through the M1s. Nice engagement, actually. We're not doing too great here. Yeah, my T-15 is getting side shot. Or T-14 got side shot. Ah, that's victory, is it? Yeah, game ended. Alrighty, well, there it is. 8,365 kills to 1,130 losses. If I hadn't lost that T-14 at the end, that would have been like 600 losses. So, yeah, that's pretty gross. But it seems like a lot of new players on the enemy team, actually, now I look at it. So, it makes sense. But either way, I had fun, and hopefully you guys had fun watching those nukes go absolutely crazy. So the TE-160 here, that's the kills that it got. All of the mech rifle AA, and then all of the mortars there, the Hawkeye mortars, and then the Brutus. Yeah, big kills. The Kolizaya as well, absolutely fantastic throughout that game. Look how many kills they got. Incredible. Yeah, strong counter battery. Make sure you move after you fire as well. It's super important. Otherwise, you are just going to get roasted like that eventually. So, hopefully some good tips. But otherwise, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.